Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about the upcoming Sephora Holiday Savings Event. This is also commonly referred to as the VIB sale. This happens twice a year, and basically it's a tiered sale. So the idea is if you are a Sephora member, and it's free to join, and to be a Sephora member, you're referred to as a Sephora Insider, and you will get 10% off your entire purchase for this event. If you are a VIB member, basically you have to spend a certain amount at Sephora to become a VIB, then you will get 15% off your entire purchase. And then the highest tier is Rouge. So if you are a Rouge member, then you will get 20% off your entire purchase. The reason why this sale is so great is that, individual products do go on sale at Sephora, but they happen intermittently. You never know who it's going to be. And so it can be difficult to take advantage of those if you're not paying really close attention. The nice thing about the VIB sale or the holiday savings event is that you can get a, flat 10%, 15%, 20% off your entire order, and you can do multiple orders in that time period. So if there are certain products that you need to stock up on, this is a great time to take advantage of it. And then also if there are certain products you've had your eye on for a while and maybe they have a little higher price point, sometimes that 10%, 15% or 20% kind of takes the edge off a little bit. So I really look forward to this sale. I do a lot of stocking up, and then I also try a few different things as well. And I don't know if anyone's like me, but I fill my cart online at Sephora.com, and I have way too much stuff in my cart. And then over a period of a few days, I pare down and I pare down and I pare down until I finally kind of figure out what it is I really, really need or really, really want within this sale. The other thing that's important to know about the holiday savings event is it's all about timing. So if you are a Rouge member, you're going to get early access to this event. So you can start shopping on the 30th of October or Friday. If you're a VIB member, you can start shopping and taking advantage of the sale on November 3rd. And if you're an insider, you can take advantage starting November 5th. So, Rouge members kind of get the first crack, and then the VIB members kind of get the second crack at it. So I figured I'd go through my cart and talk about what I'm looking at. I would love to get your opinions if you've tried any of these products, what you think, if you loved them, if you hated them, or anything like that, because I've got a lot in this cart. And again, I'm sure I'll end up paring it down and talking myself out of certain things and talking myself into things, but we'll just have to see. Starting off, I picked a repurchase. This is the Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide Moisturizer. This is the moisturizer I use every night. I just love it. I'm a big proponent of peptides. Women over 40, we start to lose collagen. We want to be able to build that collagen, and unfortunately, the collagen molecule is too big. So you can slap all the collagen molecules you want on your face and it will not be absorbed, no matter what the beauty brands tell you. There's no such thing as, collagen that you apply topically. That doesn't work. You can use a supplement. You can ingest collagen. Now, the jury's kind of still out on that, but at least recent studies suggest that that can help stimulate collagen production in your skin if you use a supplement. But also, you can use active ingredients that help stimulate your own collagen production. And one of the best ways to do that is with peptides. And this product is chock full of peptides. It's got no fragrance, it's in correct packaging, and it's a really beautiful product. So I'm a big fan of it. So I am stocking up on it. I ran out of my big tub. I literally have a little travel size that I'm using right now, and I've been using it for the last week in anticipation to be able to buy it in this sale. So other skincare, I am on the hunt for really good cleansers. So I have a cleanser that I use as part of my double cleanse. I've got my cleansing balm that I use for my oil-based cleanse. And if you are new to cleansing balms, I have a video that I'll link down below where I rate kind of the best and worst cleansing balms from a bunch of them on the market. So if you're interested in that, see down below. But the second part of that double cleanse is your water-based cleanser. And at night, I tend to use the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. I love that. but I like to have a different cleanser in my shower. So you may say, oh, I just need all these cleansers, but in reality, I'm just lazy and I have no desire to take that CeraVe cleanser out of my cabinet where I keep it, where I wash my face in the sink at night, and put it in my shower and then take it out of my shower and put it back in the cabinet. I have no desire to do that. Now, of course, you could say, well, you could just buy two, you know, and put one in your shower and put one in the cabinet. And yeah, I could do that, but I like to try different things. So I recently tried a First Aid Beauty product, which I did not like. It smelled awful. I was not a big fan of that, even though it actually did really well on my face. I just cannot get over the smell. But I heard really, really good things about this one. This is the Milk Makeup Mini Vegan, or the Milk Makeup Vegan Milk Cleanser, and this is $15. I've heard really, really good things about this cleanser. Again, no junk in it, fragrance free, and I thought, you know, this would be a good one to try because I'm still, you know, on the hunt for my perfect shower cleanser. Moving on in skincare, I added this is another repurchase. This is the Biossance Squalane and Peptide eye gel. You guys, this is a gorgeous eye cream, and it's chock full of antioxidants. It's in great packaging. It's in a pump versus in a jar. I'm very conflicted about eye creams in jars because, especially if they are chock full of antioxidants, antioxidants break down, they degrade when they're exposed to light and air. So I struggle with a lot of beauty brands that, you know, tell us all about the wonderful antioxidants that are in their products, and then they package it in a jar. And I'm kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. And, you know, some beauty brands, their defense is that, well, it doesn't degrade that fast, and you're gonna go through this product before you're gonna have that issue. And I'm not so sure about that. So I am not in any way implying that I will never use an eye cream that's in a jar, but at the same time, I don't know. I'd rather look for one that's in a pump or, you know, is in a squeezy tube or something like that. I recognize jars are pretty, but that doesn't make them good, and it doesn't make them great at holding ingredients that frankly shouldn't be exposed that way. My last skincare in here, I'm intrigued by this. So this is a new product that I want to try out. This is the Tatcha Serum Stick. So at first when I saw advertisements of this earlier this year, I think it was like at the beginning of this year, I thought it was kind of gimmicky. I was kind of like, oh, okay, that's a stick. It looks like lip balm. It's very expensive lip balm. But the more I started thinking about it, and I heard some people talking about it, and what I heard is what it's really good for is to keep in your purse. And if it's the middle of the day and you start getting some dryness, especially like under your eyes right in here, this is really good to put on. It just kind of, you know, you know, when your skin's thirsty like that, it kind of quenches that thirst and it just makes everything look better. And as we get into winter, I thought, I need that in my life because I can wear the most hydrating, you know, moisturizer, and I can do a really good job with foundation. But sometimes as it gets brutal, you know, I live in the Midwest, it's brutal when it comes to winter. I start to get really dry, and you know, I'm over 40. I've got those, you know, fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes, and anything I can do to combat, you know, those looking crepey and dry, I'll do it. And Tatcha's got this package, I'm assuming it's for the holidays, because a lot of brands are doing their, you know, their minis and their different kits for the holidays. And I was looking at the serum stick and it was $48, but then they also have this kit that is the Dewy Skin Favorites on the Go. And it's $60, and it has the serum stick in it. It has the Dewy Skin Mist, which I actually do really like. And then it also has the Silk Canvas Liquid Primer. Now, if you watched my channel before, you'll know that I tried the Tatcha Silk Canvas, the one in the putty form, and I hated it. I absolutely did not like it. But I keep hearing from other people that the liquid form is very different than the putty. So I am intrigued. I'm a little nervous. I feel like I'll get, I'll get bitten again because I just did not like the solid silk canvas. But I think this might be a good way to try it. So I'm trying to decide, do I spend the $48 just on the serum stick, or do I spend $60 and do I get 3 different products, 2 of which I've never tried? So, I'm still thinking, I'm pondering about this, but I think I'll end up with either one of those. Moving on to makeup, I got a bunch of makeup in here, starting with Charlotte Tilbury. I love Charlotte Tilbury as the brand. Everything I've tried, I've been in love with. Now, I recognize that every brand has their great products, their good products, and their kind of not so great products. But I've been very lucky so far with Charlotte Tilbury. So there's a few other products I had wanted to try. I only own 1 lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. I own the Pillow Talk. So I was interested in trying some more from the Matte Revolution formula. And they have this little mini iconic Matte Revolution lipstick trio. Now this includes Pillow Talk, but it also includes Walk of No Shame, and it also includes Very Victoria. And these 2 other shades, I love Pillow Talk, and these 2 other shades also speak to me. I also think, oh, I could probably pull these off. Now, I've heard that these are tiny, 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 and it's $29 for the 3 shades, but especially during COVID where we can't go and try a bunch of lipstick, I kind of like the idea of, even if they're little, it takes me forever to go through lipstick anyway. So I'm thinking I might pick this up. And then the other thing I wanted to do is I have not tried the Hot Lips 2 collection, and I was looking at 2 different shades. I was looking at Glowing Jen and I was looking at JK Magic. I think both of these shades, they look really interesting. The Glowing Jen looks a little bit more kind of mauve-y, where the JK Magic looks like your kind of typical nude. So I haven't decided yet, but I think I might end up picking up one of those. And then the other Charlotte Tilbury product I grabbed is their liquid highlighter wand, the beauty highlighter wands. I've heard wonderful things about this product. I hear that you don't get a lot of product for the price, but the reality is I don't wear a lot of highlighter anyway, especially liquid highlighters. So, I have a Becca highlighter that I literally squeeze out a tiny bit and then I have to wash the rest of it because I don't even use a single pump of that product. So I've heard wonderful things about it. And, highlighters are tough, especially for women over 40, because a lot of highlighters can be very chunky. They can have a lot of just glitter in them. And as we age, that's not exactly something we want most of the time. And also, they can absolutely overemphasize texture, and that's the last thing I want. I do not want a highlighter that's like, would you like to see my wrinkles? They're right here. How about I put a spotlight on them so everyone can see them? I'd much rather have a highlighter that's just going to enhance something more natural versus just, I don't need a landing strip on my face, but I also don't want to, enhance all that texture that I'm already trying to hide. And I've heard Charlotte Tilbury she understands that very, very well. So, sorry guys, there's nothing wrong with your screen or anything. I had to make some adjustments. I was getting some really weird lighting. So rounding out our makeup, I also was looking at these new eyeshadow palettes from Huda Beauty. There are 3 different ones, these Haze Obsessions. There's the Khaki Haze, the Sand Haze, and the Purple Haze. So I've never tried this formula. I've heard wonderful things about Huda Beauty's eyeshadow formula, but I've actually never tried it. So I was looking at all 3 of these. Of course, I look at all 3 and I'm like, well, I want all 3 of them. But I'm definitely thinking about one of these 3. And I'm first drawn to the Khaki Haze one. This just kind of has my name written all over it. But the other one that I thought was really nice is the purple one, the Purple Haze. And I don't have a purple eyeshadow palette. Purples are not usually what I gravitate towards. but at the same time, there are some really pretty purples and kind of plummy colors in this. So I don't know, I'm thinking about it. The other eyeshadow palette that I was looking at is from Natasha Denona, and that's her new mini. It's called the Mini Zendo eyeshadow palette. And at least online, these colors look insanely beautiful. Now, I own a few Natasha Denona minis. I do not own a full-size Natasha Denona palette. I just haven't been able to pull the trigger. They're just kind of pricey, and I just haven't been able to pull the trigger. I know it's gonna happen. It just hasn't happened yet. But I love her minis, and I've had really good luck because I know that there's a few minis in her collection that apparently the formula is kind of hit or miss, but I've been really lucky. The ones that I own, the formula is just spot on. It's beautiful, and I've really enjoyed them. So I'm definitely looking into this. I think these colors are gorgeous, but the Sephora where I live doesn't have these in stock yet. I can only look at them online. And you know, sometimes when you look at swatches online, it's really hard. You know, sometimes you really want to stare at it. You want to look at the product. So yeah, I'm thinking about it because as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's quite pretty. But I don't know. I'm trying to decide. What do you guys think? I'm thinking the Natasha Denona or the Huda Beauty, because I think I'm just going to pick one. I just kind of have to decide, you know, which one that's going to be. The other new purchase I'm thinking about is I was looking for a new blush. I wanted to try a new blush formula, something I haven't tried. And I've heard wonderful things about the Patrick Ta blushes, and he has two types. One is the Monochrome Moment, the velvet blushes, and then he also has these pairs that have a cream blush and a traditional powder blush. And again, I'm going back and forth between those two as well, but I think I might pick up one of these because I've never tried his formula. I've actually never tried any Patrick Ta products, but I've heard really good things, and especially about his blushes. So, last but not least, I was looking at perfumes. So I'm a huge perfume buff. I love perfumes. And again, as everything in my beauty life, this is a relatively recent phenomenon. I didn't wear perfume I had one perfume for 15 years. I never strayed from it, and it sat on my dresser, and I never used it. And it wasn't until I turned 40 that I started to say, you know what, I'd like to smell pretty again, not smell like sticky lollipop or popcorn or whatever my kids were eating. I just kind of wanted to explore that a little bit more again, and I kind of fell right in and started really getting into perfumes. And there were two that I've been looking at. The first one is brand new. This is from Giorgio Armani, and it's called My Way. And this just came out this fall, and this is an orange blossom perfume. It's a little sparkly, and it is just calling my name. It is right up my alley. And so I was looking at that because they have a little mini set that comes with a lippy. And I don't necessarily need large sizes of perfume because I'm not the type of girl who's gonna wear one signature perfume. I'm the type of girl who's gonna own 20 perfumes because I like to change them out constantly. I like to smell different every day or every other day. So the idea behind having a mini of this and getting a little lippy with it, you know, makes my heart sing a little bit. So I was looking at that. The other perfume I was looking at is from Atelier Cologne. This is their Love Osmanthus. So Atelier is a cologne brand that I absolutely love. And the reason why I love it is they are well known for their citrus perfumes. And citrus perfumes are my absolute favorite. I think one of the reasons I didn't get into perfumes for a really long time is I can't wear most, not all, but I can't wear most gourmand perfumes, which are basically like food perfumes, you know, things like vanilla, heavy vanilla perfumes, praline, coffee, almond, these types of notes that kind of smell like you're baking. They're very popular in perfumes because the notes last a long time on your skin, but they give me instant headaches. So if you look at like the top 5 perfume for women in the world, I can't wear any of them. So I tend to gravitate towards more fresh perfumes, and I love citrus perfumes, or at least it doesn't have to be all citrus, but I like an element of citrus, and Atelier is well known for that. I own one other Atelier perfume. It's their Orange Sanguine, which I use in the summer, and it's literally like if you were to slice open a ripe orange and just sniff it, that's exactly what that smells like. It is fresh, fresh, fresh orange, and I just absolutely love it. But it's definitely a summer perfume. It's not really meant to be worn in the fall, winter. I mean, you can wear perfume whenever you want, but it's definitely considered a spring, summer scent. This one's a little different. I think this came out around Valentine's Day, if I remember correctly. And osmanthus is a nocturnal flower that, you know, blooms at night. It's got this kind of creamy, but kind of almost like a peachy scent to it. So it's not heavily floral by any means. And then this, on the top note, they add a little lemon to it to kind of sharpen it up a little bit. So you get this lemon when you first smell it, and then it kind of dries down into this kind of peachy creaminess. And the base is cedarwood, which is another note that I actually really like. And this is just a nice clean fragrance, like I said, kind of citrusy, but not just citrus, and that's it. And they have a travel spray version. They've got a middle size, and they got a larger size. So I've been eyeing this one as well and trying to decide, do I buy a travel size, or do I get like the middle size, or do I just ask for it for Christmas and beg my husband to get more perfume for Christmas? So I'll have to decide what I want to do. It depends, as we pare down what happens. So that's it, guys. I would love to hear what's on your list, if you're planning to shop this sale, if you're not planning to shop this sale. And if you are, what are the types of things that you're looking at? If you have any opinions on any of the things that I've mentioned, if you're like, oh no, don't buy that, and this is why, I would love to hear about it. And if you like this content, I hope you stick around and watch more of my videos. I'd love for you to subscribe below or like this video. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.